Hi everyone, welcome to the Swingin' Over Standards lesson of the month. This month we are featuring the tune Take the A Train. We'll be in the key of C. Please download the PDF of the standard notation and tab if you haven't already to follow along. To begin, we'll open with an introduction to the melody, starting on the 5 chord, the G in the key of C. It sounds like this. We'll play. So we're just playing around with the G and A flat notes, which, if we want to think about it in terms of G, it's the 1 and the flat 9. But the A flat, as we learn this song, has a really important part in the melody and harmony. So I'm playing the G note on the 4th string down to the 6th string G note. A flat, repeat. Turn it into octaves. So now the G on the 2nd string. A flat, then a quarter note on beat 4 for the A flat, which will lead us into the melody. The first phrase in the melody sounds like this. We're starting on the C, going to a D7 over A flat chord. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're playing over a C chord. I'm working out of my C chord G shape or my C chord A shape, depending on how you see this triad here. I play the first note, the G, it's the melody note. Do a chord stab on the triad, and then I'm going to walk up to the high E and come down playing a C6 or a minor arpeggio, depending on how you see it. So I have this pickup, and that A leads me down to the A flat. So I'm just working up G, A, B, C, D, E flat, E, C, A flat. This is cueing now my D7 over A flat. If we look at the closest D7 here with our chord, so we have D7 with the A in the bass, so we adjust it for the A flat in the bass. We can see the D7 here, but we need to adjust it with the A flat because that is the melody note that we're playing here. So what else is going on here? Well, this A flat is actually kind of introducing a whole tone or augmented harmony. So a harmony built off of whole steps. If we start on D, we have D, up a whole step, E, up a whole step, F sharp, up a whole step, G sharp or A flat, up a whole step, A sharp or B flat, C, D. So it's that kind of sound. So we're going to take that and use it a lot in this solo. I'm going to grab the A flat, C, and E, which kind of looks like a D7, 9, but with that A flat. And then I'm going to use my pinky to get the extension, like so, and then move it up a whole step to get that whole step, whole tone sound. Okay? From there, I'm resolving to a D minor 7 to a D flat 7. So I'm going to play. So I drop down to the A, down up to the D minor 7 here, that's C, F, and A, and then to the D flat triad, D flat, F, and A flat here, starting on the 4th string. And then I'm going to work down another whole tone phrase just to connect the ideas here. I have F, D flat, C flat, A flat, F, D flat. Okay, and that's going to lead me back into the C. You might be wondering, what is the D minor 7 relationship to the D flat 7 relationship? Well, this is just a substitute for a G7. This is a 2 minor, 5, 1, D minor, G7, C. So we have D minor, 7, and then we just drop it down, and you can see with the chord shapes here, that's really like a G7 with the flat 9. All the notes for the triad and the 7th chord are fairly similar, except for this tension note. That's what we're going. So there we have this turnaround. We'll play the phrase starting on the C. So I'm playing C, and then I'm playing an E minor chord. This is like a 3 minor. It's a substitute for the 1 in jazz and swing. So I'm going to play up E, G, B, D, E minor 7, then drop that down to an E flat minor 7. So and drop it down again to like a D minor 7, right? C, A, F, and then B and A flat. Which again, you look at those two notes. What are they? The D flat 7 or the G7 with the flat 9. Those are the tritones of each other. Okay, so I have this